Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward. Thank you for being here. Tonight we are learning new details about a deadly fire that killed 2 people at the Wild Rose RV Park in Colbert.
It happened late last night. KREM 2's Christian Garza has been there all day talking with officials and neighbors about the fire. And Christian, what have you learned?
Yeah, I had the chance to speak with 2 people here at the Wild Rose Trailer Park who sprung into action to save their neighbors after seeing their RV, which is right here behind me, up in flames.
I wish I'd have been 5 minutes sooner. Maybe it would have made a difference.
The Wild Rose Trailer Park community is in shock after a fire killed 2 of its year-round members.
It's sad, because they weren't that old either.
Adam Othier, who lives just 2 spots down from where the fire was, says he was the first one to see the smoke and call for help.
Yeah, I came out and smelled smoke immediately and saw it just burling out of their trailer. I ran over to their house and I banged on their door and yelled and screamed at them as loud as I could.
But when that didn't work,
I'm the closest neighbor.
He got Doug Mercer's attention to try and help put out the fire.
Well, I grabbed my water hose and started spraying in the window, but they had problems putting it out with full, fire hydrant, but I tried.
While the details of what exactly happened that night are still slim, Assistant Fire Marshal for Spokane County Fire District 4, David LaChapelle, says the couple and their cat died in the fire.
From our investigation, we found pretty much the origin of the fire, and right now it's appearing to be accidental, probably electrical in nature.
The smoke was coming out so much from every part of the trailer that you knew it was just engulfed in smoke in there. Because it was like any place it could find, it was coming out.
Fortunate for Adam, he got up. It could have been worse. It could have snowballed because it would have got mine, then it would have got the next, and it would have got the next, and it would have just went down the line. You wouldn't have been able to stop it.
LaChapelle says this is the second fatal fire SCFD4 has responded to this year after investigators didn't find any sort of smoke alarms in the RV.
If you have any issues or you need help trying to get smoke alarms in, call your local fire department. Extremely important.
Stand by. The general manager for Wild Rose says that he's working with the family of those who died to move the trailer. However, he doesn't know just how long that's going to take. In Colbert, Christian Garza, KREM 2 News.
All right, Christian, thank you very much. Let's talk weather now because this morning a lot of us had to turn on our defrosters for our car windshields. But if you're not ready for the cold, some good news. We could get close to 70 this weekend.
Like it never even happened. Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo standing by. So Jeremy, what can we expect for tonight and the weekend?
I actually have a pro tip for the weekend. It works quite well. It's not going to really come into play this weekend, but if on the weekend you walk outside and your car is covered in frost, just go back inside. Wait a couple hours, that frost will go away naturally. It's perfect. That's a great way to handle it. We all should just take a little more time to not work so hard. 49 degrees is where we currently sit under cloudy skies, and those clouds come with a little bit of rain off in northeast Washington and a couple of cells in central Washington as well. Pretty incredible watching some of that rain come down. That's a band that is going to try to move in here to Spokane. I think our best shot of that rain comes a little bit later at night. Reason being, we have this little swath of energy. You see it right there? And that's going to move in. That is our best chance at getting some of those showers. Some forecast models say, oh, it's going to be crazy. I just don't think we have what it takes for, it's just going to be a few scattered showers. Most of those overnight, right in the middle of the night and early tomorrow morning. Notice it's done by about 8 a.m. And then we move into a more cloudy afternoon, and eventually it's just more sunny as we move from Saturday into Sunday. So it's much warmer. It's going to be really, really nice. I confidently said last week that we weren't going to hit 70 degrees again, and here we are doing it again on Sunday. That's pretty awesome. I would rather be wrong and get 70 degrees again than be right and not experience one more day of warm weather. So there it is on Sunday. Cooler temperatures again next week, and that snow, well, it's coming at some point, so get ready eventually.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. Tonight, a developing story after a brazen attack on a woman in a Spokane parking lot. Police say it happened yesterday in broad daylight just outside of the downtown core.
As KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy reports tonight, it's not the first time the suspect's been arrested for attacking a woman.
Yeah, the court commissioner actually said there appears to be a pattern here and eerie similarities between what Michael Trout is accused of doing yesterday and 2 years ago. It played out like a normal weekday afternoon. A woman leaving her office at WSU's pharmaceutical building, a maintenance worker in neon smiled as she passed. She loaded her car, then felt hands on her.
But the court is very concerned that this appears to have been a stranger in the parking lot.
Spokane police say that stranger in neon is Michael Trout. Court records show he grabbed and strangled the victim,
scratched her, strangled her, and threw her to the floor, covered her mouth,
who scratched and bit back, scaring him off. Details eerily similar to an assault Trout was convicted of 2 years ago. In August 2022, police say Trout attacked another woman on Centennial Trail. Court records show he came up behind her, covered her mouth, wrapped hands around her neck.
There is a remarkable similarity between this one and the last one.
In Thursday's reported assault, police tracked Trout to his home. The victim noticed he dropped a folder while running off. Inside, police found his name and social security number.
This new offense occurred 5 months after getting off DOC supervision.
Trout's sister told the court he needs help and suggested 24/7 supervision.
In a home or a mental asylum.
Trout's now being held on $40,000 bond. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.